back to the official Chinchilla Care series, and today we're talking about exercise and enrichment for your chinchilla both mentally and physically. But first, let's go over why these things are so important for our chinchillas. Chins have very sensitive GI tracts, and in order to work properly and keep everything moving, they need constant exercise. They're also pretty curious, energetic animals who want to come out and explore. This means having a large enough cage for them to jump around in and one able to accommodate a proper wheel. Chinchillas should also be given the chance to come out of their cage for about 20 to 30 minutes at a time for supervised playtime. I offer my chins playtime almost every day. Aside from their physical health, when chinchillas don't get enough exercise or have enough to keep them busy, they can start to develop some unwanted behaviors like bar chewing or fur chewing. Both of these can often mean, "let me out," or "I'm bored." Or it can happen when there are not enough toys and chews in the cage, or something is stressing them out. Simply put, both behaviors can point to an unhappy chinchilla. However, if you're confident you've satisfied your chin's needs, sometimes these behaviors could have just become habit at some point and are now hard to break. Another huge part of a chinchilla's need for toys and chews is maintaining their dental health. Chin teeth grow continuously throughout their whole lives and almost 3 inches a year. This means they will always need safe things to chew on to keep them worn down. Otherwise, you're facing serious dental disease, which is both life-threatening and incredibly painful. So on that note, let's first talk about the specific toys and chews chinchillas can have. Most importantly, chinchilla toys must be untreated and free of any chemicals or pesticides. But despite chinchillas having such a limited diet and specific needs, there are quite a few toy options to choose from. And most you can get online for a really good price rather than shopping in-store. A few of the most popular chin toys are pumice and lava rock, seagrass and vine toys, loofah, willow toys, coconut shell, palm toys, bamboo toys, and of course many different types of wood for chew sticks. Instead of naming every single type, here's a list of safe woods you can keep for reference. And finally, one of the most important parts of enrichment for your chinchilla is... I bet you didn't expect it to be Timothy hay. But chinchillas engage with their Timothy hay all day long. Timothy hay is one of the most important parts of chinchilla care because it satisfies not only their diet and dental health, but also their foraging instinct. If it looks like your chin has dumped out all of their hay and not eaten any of it, I can almost guarantee they were foraging through it for the very best pieces and enjoyed every second of their pickiness. The best part about chinchilla toys is the affordable and easy access to them through online stores and Etsy shops. Here are a few we really like that we've mentioned in previous videos, but I'll share them again. And now let's move on to exercise. As I mentioned before, a proper wheel is a must-have in a chinchilla cage so they can exercise anytime they want, like when we're asleep. Because remember, chinchillas are active at dawn, dusk, and random times throughout the night. Our wheels are chin spins and silver surfers. Wheels need to be at least 14 inches in diameter without any plastic or mesh and should never have a bar in the center. Despite some wheels being advertised as quiet, I actually think most wheels are pretty loud. This can make it really hard to share a bedroom with a chinchilla when they want to have a good time at 3 a.m. and you want to sleep. But that's just part of owning a chinchilla and something to consider if you're on the fence. And finally, let's talk about playtime. This is what your chin is going to look forward to every day, and it's one of the fun parts of having a chinchilla. During playtime, chinchillas will popcorn, wall surf, use you as a jungle gym, and interact with the toys and things you provide for them. This is the best way to bond with your chinchilla. A common question I get is, I want to give my chinchilla playtime, but he doesn't seem to want to come out. What am I doing wrong? This is really normal chinchilla behavior, and if your chin is still pretty new, like you've had him a year or less, this is behavior I would expect. Chinchillas are prey animals, and unless they know it's safe or leads to something positive, they're going to be reluctant to come out on their own. But there are a few things you can do to make playtime more comfortable and positive for your chinchilla. Number 1, pick a small, softly lit room rather than a big one. Again, prey animals are going to be spooked by a large open area that they aren't used to. I would recommend a bathroom or a large closet. 2, bring a small travel cage to the room so they have somewhere to retreat to if they want. You don't want your chin to feel panicked with nowhere to hide. 3, have playtime be treat time, and the only time you give dust baths. This way, your chin is going to start associating the invitation to playtime with the things that they love most. 4, along the same lines, offer hay, toys, and other safe things for your chin to interact with. And 5, lastly, keep your movements minimal. Chins are quick, and it's safest for them if you're not walking around while they play. Lying down or sitting still encourages them to explore you at their own pace and gain confidence. I would also talk to them softly so they can learn that your voice is not a threat, but a comfort. I hope this episode has helped you understand what giving a chinchilla an enriched life really means and how it pertains to their physical and mental health. Don't forget to consider joining us on Patreon if you want to support our content, and we do things like behind the scenes, gifts, private live streams, polls, and so much more. Thanks for watching, and let us know in the comments what your chinchilla's favorite toy is. See you next time!